question is, will it be Team Liquid or Team BDS?
A team that decided to make no change at all, coming up against one of the most controversial roster changes that we have seen in Europe heading into the spring split. I am back with CJ. We're in the booth, and this is going to be an absolute corker.
Oh, I can't wait to crack into it. BDS coming off that huge... You can't get any more momentum there than beating K-Corp in the lower final. 4-2 as well in game number 6. So BDS, they have the momentum. They've played that recent series and they have the confidence. Whereas Team Liquid, they had that loss, that game 6 loss as well to Vitality in that upper bracket.
This is BDS as well, coming off an incredibly hot-looking start of their day, taking down Karmine Corp literally about 10 minutes ago. A lovely touch up from Rise, can't quite get the goal with it, but those are the kind of touches that BDS were getting, the ones that were completely outwitting the defense. And Karmine Corp, they didn't get too many early goals. Instead, Liquid are going to be bucking the trend and they're going to score first.
Maybe momentum's a lie. Atto straight away. He was the hero of yesterday for Team Liquid. And he's picking up where he left off there. Oski gets the clean up. It's Team Liquid to fire first. It just felt like BDS would be that team to come out firing, but, well, we've been wrong before, Stumpy.
And we've been wrong. Cole is still on that ridiculous streak, and he went Team Liquid here to go through into that grand final. So Liquid, as far as I'm concerned, it's near enough written in the stars that they're going to be taking this series, but we need to go through and play until one of these teams wins 4. It's just how literally the competition works.
It indeed is, and as you said, everything on the line still. BDS, obviously Team Liquid, they just want to get results and keep proving themselves as a roster. We saw the top 8 result, we've seen the top 4 result at a major, and they've taken out some EU regionals in the past, namely the last one, moving into the major. So this team is, they smell blood in the water, but there's a team down the other end. This new lineup, they feel like something special.
The synergy continuing for BDS as Rise absolutely smacks that ball central. No one up for Liquid to try and even intercept. Chronic just has to wait on the goal line alongside Atto and can't be making any positive touches on it. Sends it into his own net, who's going in regardless. But you need somebody there to challenge. Monkeyman being completely open in the 6-yard box is not going to lend itself to a fun series for his opposition.
Seiko now with a chance, gets blocked out by Oski. 50-50s in the midfield now for both sides, 1-1. And the quick equaliser as well from BDS just shows they're here to play right now. They are warm, they have had the momentum, the confidence, and Team Liquid so far, they're matching that. Chronic gets a chance, flip reset, goes underneath, plays low, Monkey Moon gets bumped but still finds the save.
Rise, though, sends his way out of that blue half and lets it open for Monkey Moon. He takes a shot by Atto to save it. With one low 50, Seiko then pumps it towards that left wall, and a Chronic to receive. Rise up nice and early, the only man in the sky until Oski decides to take flight with 20-odd boost. He can't get that touch for Monkey Moon, makes his presence known. A Chronic to shoot opposite top corner, but sends that one just frustratingly high.
He had a chance there to put that one away, can't quite get it. Seiko now has to parry it to the side, does get the corner boost and time to work with. Off the wall, has Monkey Moon in support, fakes it out. A Chronic does get the touch. BDS still pushing forward, Rise with 0 boost, has to look for some bumps, doesn't find anyone.
Chronic low as well. A lot of these players going for aerial plays, but not enough boost in the tank to really facilitate them, to actually make them threatening until Rise is found by Monkey Moon. A Chronic from that backboard sends it long. With decent boost on both sides now, good plays I hope can start happening. Rise tap it round. No players in the end, and Atto can clear it away. And the midfield is found. The midfield is where you'll find the scrapyard of Monkey Moon's corpse. Not anything happening on that chance, however, but look at the aggression really starting to pile out from Liquid.
It was a fantastic opportunity as well. The bumps were coming through. It was wide open there in BDS's end, but just couldn't get a shot on net. The quick musty might work out. Rise does get the 50-50, but Liquid deal with that one for now. Monkey Moon, 22 boost to work with, taps it high. Is there a follow-up? Oski just beats out Seiko. And now Team Liquid going to work. Flip reset, fake underneath, blocked out by Rise. Both teams showing up end-to-end here.
And the aggression that BDS had in the latter stages of their Karmine Corp series is what won them a couple of goals, some very influential goals as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them trying to be as aggressive as they can, trying to get those goal line bumps. There's one from Monkey Moon onto a Chronic, and it may well be fire and brimstone raining down on Team Liquid, but can they douse the chances that BDS will be earning?
Seiko coming up huge in defense right now. The bumps coming through. Monkey Moon does get this save. Oski has time to work with, but Rise has other ideas. Pre-jump blocked out again by Oski. BDS having to hang on right now. The bumps are coming through, the demos, the boost grabs, everything right now for Team Liquid. But they can't find a way through now. Rise is waiting in the wings, off the ceiling, gets the pass down. Oski's in big trouble, makes a huge save.
Oski just has to wait and see what Rise puts on net and can block it out, thankfully for him. Seiko finds himself relatively low on boost, just has to get rid of that ball, to be honest. Rise keeping it central. Nobody on Liquid comes up to challenge Monkey Moon until Chronic finds his way to that ball first, in fact. Seiko now low on boost again, gets called off it by Rise. Great communication by BDS as we enter the final 40.
BDS looks settled in as well. Pass over across the Monkey Moon, fakes it out. Seiko goes again, cuts off the backboard. Team Liquid are set up, ready to go. Oski off the ceiling. Atto's waiting downfield. Pop over the top. He's pre-jumped it. Double jump. Oh, you're kidding.
Atto is unbelievable. Oski flicks it high above one onto the backboard from the pre-jump from Atto. Yes, Seiko gets a touch, but no, it is not enough. At the death of game number 1, Liquid, they come out huge with a second goal.
The confidence, the pre-jump, knowing the flip was coming in, just trusting Oski for the flick now, but maybe down the other end, BDS, can they answer back? 15 seconds left. What a goal if this is going to be the winner, but there's still time, Stumpy.
Absolutely, with low boost though, Chronic just has to get that ball back over towards BDS. Rise flicking it high, but a great bump from Atto to be stemming that flow. Atto now to the backboard, has to get a second. Rise there to shoot, but Atto from the back, the man that was wonderful yesterday, is continuing that trend, but Seiko can flick it central. Rise to find, but no, Atto again intercepting. 3 or 4 plays from Atto in the final 30 seconds saves Liquid.
He's right up there for the MVP of this tournament. Yesterday was incredible. Obviously, they had the loss in the upper bracket, but he's back. He's warmed up, ready to go. He does not want to lose again, Atto, and that pre-jump has to be the... I want to say goal of the tournament, but we've had so many incredible goals so far. They've been absolutely ridiculous.
I can't lock it in as goal of the tournament. It's
I just love the pre-jump. The finish is just, you could say, oh, it's just a simple double tap, but the trust, the pre-jump, and then to get the perfect touch off the backboard was huge.
And that's what also you get from playing with your teammates as often as Liquid have done. They came in at this time last year and they took the string split by complete surprise. Remember the major, they took down G2 that nobody thought was going to be happening. That was their first LAN event together and they were phenomenal. They even qualified for that event as their first one they could compete in. Liquid have been going from strength to strength, and it's these 3 boys playing together and that pure cohesion that they've worked towards that has allowed brilliant Rocket League to take place.
They've just always had the mechanics, the ability, and ever since this roster formed, even when they weren't quite working well, they've always had the mechanics and that potential to be anything. The pause there, Seiko is lagging, so we're going to have to quickly resolve that issue. Hopefully he can sort that out.
Look at that.
And it is a lovely shot there of Seiko, just mid-air, just hanging out, having a good time. And as we said, though, Liquid, they have the ability to always, be able to pop off and the mechanics on display. It's just, can they bring together a consistent performance over the course of an entire tournament? And, well, we have seen it so far, EU Online, and we've seen it at majors so far. Looks like we're going to just quickly get this lobby remade, and we'll be getting back into this one shortly.
And I mean, when you look at these two teams as well, when their journeys that they've had through this competition so far, it has been so hard for them both. Something that I didn't mention earlier as well when we were talking about Rise going on his former teammate Slaughterfest. They also went through Oxygen. I didn't even mention that. His literal former team before this, he has taken down 4 of his former teammates in, 2 days? It's ridiculous, just the levels that he has been working at. And the fact that BDS have been as successful as they have been so early on with this brand new pickup has been remarkable.
It just shows you what the mental game can do in that mindset. Rise he has that killer instinct about him. He does not want to lose to his old teammates. And, well, he's gone pretty well so far, as you said. What an incredible tournament. What a start for this BDS lineup. The Team Liquid, they are the ones to get that game number 1 under wraps. And, well, you can talk about the momentum, the confidence booster coming from the lower bracket, getting that win versus the upper bracket. So far, we can forget about that. Team Liquid, they don't look too fazed by that vitality loss.
I mean, I think you also have to look at the quality of team that you are losing against. You're losing against Vitality, who have already beaten Carmine Corp in this competition. And to be fair, they haven't even peaked. Like, Vitality has still got room to grow into. There are options and opportunities for them to be getting better as well. And BDS, Liquid took them to that 6th game, but couldn't quite earn that 7th. Liquid want to be getting rid of BDS here to earn that rematch. BDS are yet to play against new Vitality as well. Yeah, very, very intriguing scenes here over in Europe. But I mean, when you look at the history of these two teams playing against each other as well, they've only had one prior matchup. That was all the way back in fall. Obviously, that was also BDS with Extra on the side too, and Liquid won it 3-0. Not necessarily representative, but that one bit of data that we have against this head-to-head is leaning very slightly in favor of Liquid.
There's just so much firepower right now in the top end of Europe, and that's what we love to see here. Lower final, these two teams absolutely deserving to be here. Both have had enormous victories along the way. We saw the reverse sweep yesterday for Liquid against Moist, and as we said, we know what BDS have done so far this tournament. It is Team Liquid to get that first game under wraps. We're underway in game number 2. How do BDS bounce back?
Rise learned to flick it wonderfully over the top of Chronic. Monkey to receive with 40 boost. He gets his central. Seiko to shoot. And Seiko finds that right wall instead of any part of the net. Chronic demos him, I'm sure, to add insult to injury, saying, mate, that was a rubbish shot. Get off my pitch.
A little chain dash on the wall. 0 boost from Atto, making it work. The close pass has got
what?
There is no way he's got 2 on that. Atto has found an angle out of nothing.
An utterly freakish angle round the side of Rise on the same dodge that he used to put the ball into the wall in the first place, then taps it in. Ridiculous scenes, and Atto in 40 seconds, hats off to him, he's blown me away.
He's just free-flipped the first touch to get the second one. He's 2 steps ahead here. He has been on another level this tournament, Atto, and opening it up again here for Team Liquid. The bump's coming through, the opportunity, Monkey Moon. Oski does cut out the offense here. Seiko in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't get the touch he wants, but BDS do get back in time. It is Liquid starting to get that opening, but maybe they can get one back. The bump's coming through. Atto again. Liquid's rotations helping each other out.
Yeah, Liquid rotations, but then it falls down to a double commit that we see from Liquid. Far too frequent at this level, to be honest. They both panicked. Oski is up, couldn't then make that touch, then goes to commit on it. Chronic makes a complete misplay, can't quite make contact on that ball, and Seiko can just tap it in the net regardless. And when you look at how Liquid want to approach these series, they want to be that full firepower. Let's send everything at these plays. BDS are making them second guess that, and Chronic with yet another whip immediately off the kickoff.
Oh, it's a fantastic play there from Seiko, just using that double touch. It's regulation for him. Chronic had to sort of watch the shot, the toe poke. The first shot could have come in, and Seiko puts it just wide enough where Chronic can't get the touch, even if it is off the side post. And just smart play from Seiko. Maybe another goal. Atto does cut it out.
Chronic was the man on Twitter who was on the chopping block, unfortunately for him. Does manage to have that call with Liquid, managed to stay on this roster, and despite making 2 errors, he finds the equalizer for Liquid.
Great players bounce back. They always find a way, and the infield pass off the 50-50 comes through. Chronic, incredible positioning, great timing, and he finds the angle.
90 seconds gone, and an absolute flurry of goals in the last 30. Seems both our teams drawn level with each other. Rise to hit that one awkwardly central. Seiko has to earn quite a bit of boost to catch up with that one. Atto now with a 50 towards the middle. Can't quite get that next bump. That has been a lot of the play as well. With a lot of these chances on the net, you'll see one player go for a bump or an air dribble bump, and so the defense is immediately, they're thinking, look, we basically have one sacrificial player. Let's make sure that anybody who goes for this ball, they then have a backup, because the air dribble bump is getting more and more likely.
It's just so dangerous right now. When defenses are getting so good, you have to find other avenues, other ways to knock them off their game. And, well, the bumps, it feels like they'll always be such a threatening aspect of any offense here as Carlos tries to push it forward. Atto blocks it out in midfield. Monkey Moon can get to work off the sidewall. Chronic's waiting, the bump's coming through. Gives Seiko a one-on-one. Oski's in big trouble in net, but he comes off the roof and he finds a way.
Oski's in big trouble, but he is big trouble. Gets the in and out save. Wonderful movement from him, keeping us level at 2-2 in this game. Seiko was banged to rights to get that goal, and yet Oski stood firm in his way.
You just can't teach that stuff. That's all instinct there from Oski. Had to find a way to just get something, get a hand on a ball, and he does that fantastically there, saving Team Liquid. Game still tied up here. 2 minutes left. BDS, though, look more dangerous right now just in the latter stages of this game.
Rise on the right wall, wants to be flipping this one central. Gets one reset, not a big fan for that necessarily, but isn't able to use it to his advantage anyway. Atto and Oski teaming up for that pinch. It's got power, but it's not got enough to sneak past Rise.
So casual from Rise, no boost, change out. Oh! Oski from the ceiling just makes it work.
Oski drops a bomb on the BDS net with one to the ceiling, then the immediate shot round Seiko, round Monkey Moon, and the third locked in. That is one apiece for Liquid, the ultimate teamwork for the boys in blue.
It's just out of nowhere so fast as well, and off the kickoff, Iconic had an open net, but he didn't get the angle. Atto double touch, blocked out by Rise. That could have been a 2-goal swing right there, Team Liquid, but they've just let it slip. Iconic couldn't get a touch, and maybe a goal out for BDS, but saved out by Atto.
With great control of that ball, gets bumped away by Rise. Rise wants to go for the man, two-footing him instead of going for that nice clean hit on the ball with a good block from Iconic, and now falls back over towards Monkey Moon. Minute 15 remaining and 100 boosts, and one demo sees Atto having to take full initiative and clear that ball away.
It's time for Rise to get busy. BDS, what do they have in the locker here? 1 minute left. They want to go 2-0 down here in this best of 7. Oski going to work again off the sideball. The opposite one this time. Atto goes wide. Counter-attack now for BDS. Rise with a huge flick. No follow-up so far. Seiko goes for the flip reset, but can't make it work.
Oski with a long shot now. Atto with one bump isn't able to get Rise away from that ball. Seiko has to dive in to be getting that save away. Iconic on target, but very weak. It's fine because Seiko is there to clear. Was just meant to burn some time down.
So no boost, but just helps out his teammate, helps out the offense. Oski fires the shot. The goal would have been right there. The bump came through, but it does go offline. Seiko gets a chance now. 25 seconds left. BDS, they need to get it down the other end, down fast because Oski's pushing forward.
Final 20, Atto up with no boost, just trying to burn those seconds as he burns that boost away from his tank as well. Iconic needs to make the touch there. He's had a couple of defensive errors on this chance, though. That is not going to be the story. The final 5 ticks down. Oski to send long, keep that ball high, find Atto. He does not manage to get a touch there, unlike Itachi earlier. And Iconic with one to the floor. Liquid, game number 2, goes their way against the beastly momentum team of BDS.
And the instant timeout call from BDS as well. 2-0 down in the series. Team Liquid just finding some magic here time and time again. It was Atto, now it's Oski off the ceiling. Reminiscent of a bit of Garrett G Season 5 World sort of stuff there. Just out of nowhere, finding the angle, catching Monkey Moon out in net. Team Liquid putting on a mechanical masterclass so far.
It's the mechanical masterclass, it's the defensive masterclass, it's everything I think that embodies Liquid, where they have trust, they have the sheer ability with each other as well. And yes, the issue is they let a couple of very easy goals go. Iconic defensively looked weak in that game, but did bring a goal back pretty quickly. He then missed a shot later. There's issues on this squad every now and then that you just see and you think that can be worked out with just a little bit more focus and a little bit more attention paid, but you can't take too much away from Seiko when he got that goal around the side of Iconic. He just got straight up outplayed. It just happened a little bit too much on one player for my liking.
Yeah, but I just think it's so hard to stop with this Liquid offense as well. I know there's been a couple of mistakes on Liquid side of things, but it's tough for BDS to try and figure out this defense. It almost feels like they need to be challenging a bit more in midfield. They can't let these players like Atto just creep up so far and get these free touches so close to BDS's net. I'd love to see some midfield defense, a few more challenges and some speed, because, I mean, they're just going to work in their corners, grabbing the boost and just following up. BDS just not finding a way to stop it at the moment.
It's a time for Liquid to talk as well. Make sure that everybody's on the same page. Make sure that you're not saying that any of the opposition, that you have to see them as, okay, they're good opposition, but we're better. We're more dangerous. We can do this. Yes, we're not boot camping in one of our wonderful facilities. The Liquid facility looks unbelievable. I'm really trying to work my way to get over there because I just want to go visit because it looks sick. But BDS, they are sitting together. They have got that advantage of Rise in the middle. I love that he's in the middle, by the way, because he's just fist bumping. He's like, boys, we're good. Come on, let's do it. And he's making sure that on any of these goals is going through him. There he is, fist bumping again before this game even starts. And in this third map, it's going to be Liquid doing their damnedest to take us to 4 at maximum before they face Vitality again in the finals.
They want a quick one here. They're going to have to play 3 series today if they want to get that victory, get that first regional win. Well, actually 4 series with the bracket reset, so they want to make this one a quick one, Stumpy, and you can't blame them.
Oski, though, sending it wide over towards a Chronic. Isn't able to get the pass. This Monkey Moon will be intercepting Riser up with a reset. Can't get around the side of Atto. The 100 boost picked up by Staker. Now Atto is going to be very low on that side wall. With only 100, he still gets it past the halfway line. And the ball mistakenly given away by Monkey Moon.
Just want to see Liquid settle as well. I know you said the timeout. BDS changing it up. You don't want to get too ahead of yourselves as Team Liquid. You need to keep doing what's worked in game number 1 and 2. But BDS already coming out more aggressive here. They have switched it up a little bit, the midfield. They're just picking up the pace, and Team Liquid getting caught out, getting beaten to the ball a couple of times. Having said that, there's an overcommit BDS. Monkey Moon bails his teammate out and almost just scores it.
A long shot from Monkey Moon. Sees and then attempting to go for the dunk on a Chronic. Isn't able to. Oski sends that one long, and Atto sees Seiko on the ground and thinks, get rid of him, we get the goal. Isn't able to on that chance, and Seiko stays alive to continue to be a thorn in the side of Team Liquid. And BDS, bear in mind, this is their first time out this event so far. They are unproven after these timeouts, especially with this new roster. And I can't think back in fall they would have had any, because they weren't getting through to many of these championship Sundays.
It's a big moment. Just shows that Team Liquid do have their measure at the moment. They're all over them, but let's see what they can do. Let's see what they've got in store. If they can change something up here and find a way back into this series. Pinches like that are going to help. Atto is deep enough to get a double touch, follow up off the wall, beat out, and a dunk. Huge play from Atto. No boost to work with, but just helping his team get at a defense beautifully there.
They've had 4 this season so far, so they did have a good few chances in full to be able to get them, but they're 1 and 2 in those games. They lose more often, weirdly, after taking that timeout, but that one pass down, a Chronic, he has it saved by Monkey Moon. Atto is there to punt.
Atto just so ready here. The save coming out, as you said, but he just buries the top corner. Thanks for coming. Rise not ready on the back post to make any sort of save attempt, and it's Team Liquid again, picking up where they left off in the first 2 games here, and well, they're just onwards. They're marching towards a potential match point.
Unbelievable, considering the momentum that BDS found themselves on after beating Carmine Corp. But this lower bracket run is going to be hard for whoever makes it through. Liquid have been waiting here in the lower bracket final since losing to Vitality earlier today. They've only played 1 series so far. Yes, so BDS, but you know, it depends on how you end up winning them as well. That's on target. That's a Chronic.
Well, now, hang on a minute. I just need to watch this one again, ladies and gentlemen. What has happened here? He's pitched it off the ceiling, beat Seiko to the ball, and it has gone straight in. Sometimes it is just your day.
Every single misplay that a Chronic has had so far has led up to that moment, and I forgive him entirely. What a ridiculous goal he's managed to score for himself, and that's the second for Liquid on this map. Oski and Atto both double committing on that ball, but with nobody from BDS taking the initiative to push far on it, it's going to fall to Oski to get it central. There will be a man central. Oski leaves to go for the bump, but actually it is a little bit too high for a Chronic to get a good angle on. The long shot attempt coming in from Monkey Moon, but Oski dives across, keeps that ball away for now.
Couldn't quite get the touch. This game's opened up, though, from those 2 chances. Now it's Team Liquid's time to try and counter-attack. Monkey Moon, huge 50-50, but a Chronic's got boost to work with. Gets it over top of Seiko. Rise is last. The bump's coming through, but not quite in time. Rise makes a huge touch. Flip reset. Double touch. That would have just been something else.
I felt my soul leave my body when I saw that play start to apparate. Unfortunately, it doesn't find its way in, but the ambition for Atto, especially, to find these plays, blows my mind every time. It feels like we are on that never-ending loop of not finding the peak of what Rocket League can be.
Oski's just floating with it as well. Team Liquid, so much confidence right now in the air. BDS just, they're letting them cook, Stumpy. They need to get him out of the kitchen, throw him out of there and just find a way to get some pressure. This is perfect. If the touch comes through, blocked out by Oski. Rise, what can he do? Drops it down to Monkey Moon, but no one ready to follow it up from BDS.
Yeah, wanting that to be a pass, really, but just didn't have any idea of where it was going to go apart from Atto. From Oski again. That duo is deadly.
Hang on a minute. Atto from the offensive corner. Rise not ready at all for the shot on target, anywhere near it. And Atto again is just dismantling this defense.
The second for Atto that has made my jaw smash through the floor. He is putting on a show today, and if we get him in the grand final versus Zen again, versus Alpha and Radosin again, realistically, along with Oski and Acronic, it's going to be one of the greatest grand finals we will ever see. But BDS, they want to make sure this is their story. A full court air dribble for Atto makes it 4.
Check his PC. Check his PC, ladies and gentlemen. There's something going on right here. He's on another level. He's been on another planet this entire regional, and he's coming up when it matters most here for Team Liquid. Game number 3 is all over Red Rover. 38 seconds left. They're going to be cruising their way to match point.
Bear in mind that for Liquid to get here as well, they had, nearly the pre-jump, they had to get the reverse sweep against Moist, where Atto, at the start of the series, I put it out there, he looked rubbish. He was having issue after issue, but by the end, he was a world-class player yet again. The player that we know that he can be. The reverse sweep was completed. Yes, they fall into Vitality, but Atto is on that tear. They want to win the first regional back for Europe. They want to go back-to-back in these regionals after they are the invitational winter event winner for Europe. But after 4 goals and some unbelievable moments, that is Team Liquid moving on to series point.
3-0 Team Liquid, and we're just seeing them just handle the pressure time and time again. Like you said yesterday, it was the reverse sweep in a best of 7. This Team Liquid, they're turning into ice stumpy. They've just got it running through their veins at the moment, and it's that man Atto leading the charge.
BDS have also used their timeout. That's going to be them with 1 win and 3 losses after timeouts now. Team Liquid, they don't need to use theirs. They've still got theirs in the bank. If they lose 1 game, I wouldn't be surprised if they called it there. They're like, cool, we can use this. We can ruin all of their momentum and make them take another minute to cool down.
I've done it before as a 3-0 as well. It just rattles the other team calling a timeout there, thinking, well, they're that confident that they can call it, but doesn't look like we're going to get a timeout here. Team Liquid, as we said, they have to play 4 series today, 4 best of 7s if they want to win this entire regional with the bracket reset in the grand finals. So they want to get this one over and done with, and they're making it pretty obvious right now.
Just incredible so far from what we have seen from them. They have managed to get 9 goals to BDS's 3 so far. 300% of the goals the BDS have scored, and Liquid are on fire. The defense of BDS is utterly terrified. And I'm intrigued to see what we're going to be getting from Liquid in this match. Because this is where I think some teams will look at it and think, you know what? We're winning now. Let's be a little bit more reserved. Let's wait for a smidge. Let's not push as hard as we have been. But that's then where you lose 1 game, 2 games, 3 games realistically. Liquid continue the push, continue to be that torrent, that torrential rain pouring down on BDS's brollies.
This is an enormous test for BDS as well. How is their mindset, their mentality here? First regional as this new roster. How do they bounce back, find a way to get back into this series? It's one thing, Stumpy, to do it against, I guess, lower-rated, lesser teams, but to do it against one of the best teams in Europe will be something else. Can they do it? It is a massive task here.
And the team that's just taken down Carmine Corp literally about half an hour ago. It's not like they did this the other week or, last month or just some point in this event. No, it was so soon. And yet Liquid are doing a great job. But BDS have got so much more than they can grow into as well. Atto reading that bounce perfectly. No flip reset for him on that chance. Oski going central with this one after Atto removes Seiko from the pitch yet again. Acronic sending an awkward one towards the net, just forcing Seiko to go up. And the possession actually falling straight back towards Liquid.
I love it, Acronic. You just got the touch and grab the boost off Monkey Moon. Nothing to work with. Seiko!
Oh!
Seiko! You're joking!
Seiko, you are sick in the head! Receiving that ball, up for the first. The second is a smashdown. And the Cowboy Corral rocking from the net gives BDS the lead. And all in chat, we see everyone on Liquid say, yeah, nice one. You know what? Fair play. Seiko responding with a thanks. The mutual respect is there until Oski replies with yet another goal. CJ, your jaw has been dropped since Seiko scored that.
I just wish they didn't equalise. I want to talk about that Seiko goal. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he got the angle off that corner. But it's just Team Liquid. It's Oski to just Well, they've just put a zipper on our mouths and said, stop talking about it. This is still the Team Liquid show.
My heart rate is elevated just thinking about the speed of Seiko's goal. And he has been a player reborn, it feels like, with Rise on that roster. Rise, the player in question, sending it towards the middle with Atto up. Oski's going to be taking over. He sends it on. He knows that Atto doesn't have the speed to get there. That net is completely open too as BDS just get a little bit too confident. Rise with such a floaty pass.
It wasn't good enough. The pre-jump came through, but Team Liquid just read it even better. And the worst case scenario here for BDS, they had the perfect confidence booster. The momentum shifted there with that first goal that I'm still thinking about. I can't get it out of my head, ladies and gentlemen, but Team Liquid, well, they're trying to get it out of my head right here. 2 instant goals to respond and regaining the lead in style right here.
With 90 seconds gone, I do not know which of the goals we've seen, even in this series, is going to be on those top 10 plays. It's a ridiculous sentiment, and the statement that we have seen from these players has been outstanding. We're just going to be seeing a pause come in. The comms have died over on Team Liquid's side, so we're going to make sure that they can get up and that they're going to be able to chat to each other as well as they can do. And right, now we have time. We have time, CJ.
What happened in that? So what happened in that
Seiko's goal? Right, let's just talk about that because he received it with so much speed.
I just don't know how he's done that. He was so close to the goal face before he got the first touch. He was so high in the air. He hasn't hit it off the backboard. He's hit it off the corner, Stumpy, which is impossible. It's already hard enough to read that. But to get the angle down as well was ridiculous. Unfortunately for BDS, it doesn't matter. There's still a goal down in this game.
Oski just scoring the muscliest 50 versus 2 players from BDS on the goal line. Charges his way through. And we're going to be resetting to the kickoff at 3 minutes 20. So they're going to be buying back 3 seconds back on the clock, but obviously no goal differences whatsoever. And extra, I like that he is in the room. He knows this team better than anybody. He knows what they can do to elevate. And they have treated him, by all accounts, incredibly well. Why wouldn't he be there to support the team that has helped him to win that World Championship?
I'm thinking about that goal, but look, it's important.
Move on.
This is the perfect example. No, listen, this is the perfect example, ladies and gentlemen, of all goals look the same on the score sheet right now. Team Liquid, they haven't been as impressive, but they all count for 1. You don't get more if they're impressive. And right now, it is Team Liquid with that go-ahead goal, and perhaps the series in their hands right now.
Rise attempting a carry over the defense, but Oski can yet again use those bulging muscles to barge him out of the way. Continues down the pitch against Seiko. That's a one-sided match if I've ever seen one. Seeing Rise now, an opportunity to try and clear that ball away, but pretty low on boost. Chronic just sends it straight back towards that blue half. I like these pass backs from Liquid, so much trust. And from Atto to a Chronic, it's blocked out for the Monkey Moon pre-jump.
Yeah, to make a save there, that was huge. I mean, you just can't concede another goal here, Team Liquid. Just pressing on. They're firing on all cylinders right now, this team. They need to pump the brakes. They've got so many more series to play if they want to try and win this one here, win this entire regional. BDS is trying to spoil the party right now. They're trying to spoil. It's a phone party. It's a water bed. They're at the water park right now, Team Liquid. They're having fun. They're vibing. Half a game gone. BDS trying to get that equaliser.
Oski and Atto both chilling out in that corner as a Chronic reigns ruin down behind them with Monkey Moon now challenging versus a Chronic. He'll be winning that fight and the one versus Atto. But with no boost, he can't be pushing too much further. Instead, it falls back down to Oski, who actually lets that ball go into the corner. Doesn't need to get that clear back central, because that is exactly where BDS are lurking. That's exactly where BDS would have wanted it. A Chronic has to beat Seiko to that ball. Does manage to do so. Oski now in for one long shot. Monkey Moon can collect that from the backboard. Sends it long as well. Seiko not getting the tip on that chance. Under 2 minutes remain. Liquid with the lead in both the series and the game.
Yeah, they're winning the midfield game for the moment. The 50-50 wasn't quite the one they wanted. Infield pass. Monkey Moon has to finish, but he goes high, goes to the double. Doesn't quite work. Monkey Moon flies out of net with the bump as well. BDS, perfect opportunity. Rise is clearing the net. Flip reset. Seiko. No! Goes in. It's the man that missed again.
An absolutely psychotic play. One reset. Sidewall found. See you later, Atto. Double it round a Chronic. We see the pew-pew. We see the 2-2.
Team BDS are back into this series, back into this game. Can they get the lead, though? Can they find another one? Oski off the kickoff, drop down. Is there a follow-up? Seiko shot, goes in. BDS, they're a goal down, now they're a goal up.
He is him! Seiko is him right now. To the backboard, the brilliant pass from Monkey Moon, and Seiko there. Rise thinks, you know what, pal, you need a little help here. Bumped into it, Rise, very selfless of him. Gets Seiko another hat-trick in this series. Liquid, all of a sudden, conceding a couple of goals, and despite all of that confidence, all of that egging up that we gave them, they are now down by 1.
Someone call air traffic control. Seiko is dead set airborne right now. Team BDS, when their backs are against the wall, this new lineup, maybe they've got something in them. That little special spark that can get them back into this series. Oski's got other ideas. Flip reset blocked out again by guess who? It's that man Seiko.
Monkey Moon sending it long into that back corner is only Oski to receive. With Atto, though, that's dangerous. That's terrifying. That's Atto in the sky. That's Atto to pounce. That is Atto!
My goodness, the skim redirected against the follow-up as well. No one from BDS ready. It's the Atto Seiko show, end-to-end Rocket League. This is peak gameplay right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you are not entertained, what are you doing with yourself?
Good Lord! 45 seconds and magic on both sides to be getting leads and draws and going behind and going in front. A shot just scraping wide of the target on that chance. Atto goes up, beats out Rise through that ball with a reset. Tries to go goalward, nearly taps over the top of Seiko. But Oski now, midfield to challenge, drops it down low, but nobody's there to find it until Rise goes up. Atto intentionally waiting on that side wall. Only 9 boosts, can't get anything from that chance.
Feels like every time Atto touches the ball, he's got a flip reset, even when his wheels aren't on the ball. This man is just on another level right now. He's got 100 boosts. He's driving backwards. He doesn't care. He's got the reset and the dunk on Monkey Moon. No one there from Team Liquid. 10 seconds left, Stumpy. It looks like we're heading towards overtime. BDS might have the last attack. Monkey Moon's awkward. Has to carry to the corner. 2 seconds. Will the ball drop down? Will Atto spoil the party? We got OT. Everything on the line.
The first overtime of this series as well. Both teams getting wonder goals in this fourth. Chance for Chronic to put his name on that list. With 1 miss, it's open, but Atto's all the way back in his own net. Seiko versus Atto. It's the O show, and that corner is found on that chance. Atto up for 1, but Seiko blocking him again.
That was a huge redirect from Chronic, and Oski just couldn't find the read. It was open for all money. Could have been Team Liquid series, but now BDS have an opportunity. Oski pre-jumps to save. Gets it out of there. Rise has to buy some time for his team. He has boost to work with. BDS now can set up an attack. Flip reset. Going for the bump. Can't get it. Atto again clears out. A Chronic with the beat. Seiko's awkward. Has to make
it's open!
He dropped it down to no one. That could have been Team Liquid's game again.
It's open now on the other side, though. That's the shot. My God, that's a confident pass back. I didn't even see the keeper. I just thought he thought, you know what, I fancy 5, lads. Atto on the right-hand side is now passing it back towards Oski. Rise has to get it to the top. Atto central. A Chronic is not there until Seiko challenges him up in the sky. Oski up high. Atto to shoot. One bump coming in. It's open again. It is pandemonium on both goal lines.
They just can't find a way in. Flip reset. A Chronic is he gonna be the man? Everyone, Monkey Moon, huge fake follow-up. Atto. Guess who? Team Liquid. See you in the grand finals.
Liquid with the tsunami of offense splurging on that BDS goal line. An unbelievable offensive showing. Oski cool as ever. Liquid have frozen into ice as they 4-0 Team BDS.
Might be the best 4-0 I've ever seen in my life. That had everything. Seiko, he's been swept. He's been swept in a best of 7, but he put on a phenomenal performance. BDS, they can go home from this first regional with their heads held high here, Stumpy. They've got the 3rd place, but they've taken down K-Corp. They've taken down every single person that Rise has ever picked up a controller with. And they can move on. They're going to be improving throughout this tournament. This could be Team Liquid's day. They've got the rematch in the grand final against Vitality.
Yeah, and bear in mind, this is their best result for such a long time as well. In this season, absolutely. They've been getting a myriad of these 5th to 8th, the 9th to 12th kind of places. This is now a position where they can feel so happy with themselves. They get 3rd place. That is huge for the points. And that is that 7th place is still up for such contention. CJ, I'm out of breath. I need a cup of tea. I need to calm down. I'm sure everybody watching does. Thank you, everyone, for watching so far. We have got the grand finals yet to come. Team Vitality take on Liquid.